Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me and Seth here back for another video, and today I am showing you my Arkham Knight cosplay so far. This is going to be showing you the Arkham Knight armor in the progress that I've been working on it with, and also my new voice modulator that I have for the helmet. If you guys enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily awesomeness. So today I'm showing you the armor and the voice modulator for the helmet. Now the voice modulator makes me sound like in the game where he has like a robot voice, and it's just going to be absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys it. And I also have this new armor that I'm working on. It's going to be the chest armor, and then I'm going to eventually make the shoulder armor and the gauntlets and everything like that. Now I don't have like the shirt for it yet because I have to get a black long sleeve kind of spandex shirt for the cosplay, so I don't have that yet. I'm going to have to save up my money and get one of those for the cosplay. This is going to be a slow process cosplay because there's a lot I have to get for it, but it will eventually be completed and it'll look great. So here's the armor. So the chest armor looks absolutely fantastic. This is kind of based off of the comics more than the video game, because there is a picture on Images that I thought looked great, and I wanted to base my cosplay off of that. I'll throw up the image right now. So yeah, you could see that image, and yeah, so that's kind of what I based this cosplay off of, because the armor, it doesn't have like the little part of the A right there, and it's all black and there's no real blue. I mean, there is a little bit, but there's not much, so it's kind of a darker suit, more like the comic book version, and I think it just looks great. Now, beforehand on this armor, I did have a piece of duct tape right here, but it would bend way too much to hold like the chest piece together, so I took some super glue and I just super glued on a square right there, and it holds the two chest pieces together. And what I did is I used this foam to make the chest plate, and I used this for the helmet too. So this is my favorite type of thickness for black foam. It is very thick, but it works very good. Now, as you can see on my helmet, I used the same type of foam, and it worked great for the helmet. So the helmet is awesome using that foam. So yeah. So again, the armor is that foam. And the only difference that I used with gluing it together is I just used super glue, because hot glue would have broken putting this on my chest, and then it bending and just wearing out. It would have completely ripped into pieces if I used hot glue. So I had to use super glue for this armor, which is a lot more expensive, but it does the job a lot better, but it comes in like a smaller thing. Of course, it's more expensive and you know all that stuff, but it still works really good for this. And the A is just some white foam that I cut into the shape, and then I went over it with a little bit of black, and then I went back with some white. Kind of made it look pretty good. And then right here I just cut out a chunk right here to make it look like it's battle damaged, and then right here it looks like a bullet hole, like someone shot his armor, and it just looks pretty good. I covered the entire armor chest piece with Mod Podge, and I had to cut a slit in the back. I may eventually put a buckle here to where it doesn't fall off my chest. It does hold on very well, but at Comic-Con it's going to end up sliding off, and it's just going to look ridiculous, so I'm going to end up putting a buckle right here to pull these two pieces together. So let me put on the armor. So here is the armor on. It's right here on my chest. It looks absolutely fantastic. Of course, I'll be making the shoulder pads, the gauntlets, the shin pads, a lot of different stuff for the suit, and I'll just make it look dope. I'm not going to do the red pattern on the black shirt, because I don't want to ruin the black shirt, and also I think it'll look better just plain black, and it will look a lot sleeker and cooler, and yeah, I think it just looks awesome. And of course the back has the slit in the back. I'll have to eventually put a buckle on there to where that pulls too, and I'll have to have someone else buckle it because of course I won't be able to reach back there and do that unless I have freaking Spider-Man arms to be able to do it. Oh man. So let me get out of this. So the armor, you just pull your arms out, and yeah. And I'll also cut at an angle right here, and then I glued it back together to where I cut out the chest armor, and then I cut right here, and then glued it back together with super glue, and that makes it kind of have that bend like in the game. And I think it looks awesome. Now next, we have the voice modulator for the helmet. So the voice modulator is the voice modulator and then the mic. So this I got at a Halloween store about 3 years ago for Christmas. And this voice modulator is kind of a cheap voice modulator. You can't turn up the volume or turn down the volume or anything like that. It's just a simple voice modulator for like about maybe $5, but they are very good. You can get these at Party City. You can get these at basically any Halloween store, and they work very good. Now these come with a piece of Velcro right here, and then you can Velcro it to the inside of your mask, and then you can set it to any voice you want. I set it to Monster because Monster sounds the most like the game. Alien sounds high pitched, it doesn't sound good, and Own doesn't sound good at all. So let me attach this to some place like pants or something. Right there, I would like attach this to my belt. If I was wearing this cosplay, like the entire cosplay on and everything. So yeah. And then there's a piece of Velcro in here that I attached a few days ago, and it works really good. Just attach the mic like that. It sits perfectly. Sometimes you have to put it at a different spot. You gotta get it dead center, usually. So there we go, the mic's in there. Put on the helmet. And now what you do is then you go over to the mic, and then you set it. And now I sound like Arkham Knight, and it just sounds awesome. So, I am the Arkham Knight Batman. You think you could destroy me? I will burn down this city, and everyone in it. So it just sounds awesome. You think you could stop me, Batman? You can't. So it just sounds so dope. And this wire I would have running up my costume and then out, but it would be too hard to do it in this video, but I would have it run up to the helmet, and I would have a head sock on so you wouldn't see the wire coming up my neck. So it'll look awesome, and it'll really sound like the Arkham Knight at Comic-Con. So if like I talk to people at Comic-Con, I'll sound like the Arkham Knight. They might not be able to understand me that well, but I'll sound freaking awesome. So yeah. So let me take that voice modulator out. So yeah, it's just an awesome little bonus that I added to the helmet, and I just think it is just an awesome little piece to add to the costume. So yeah, let me put that back up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye guys!